Make sure y'all like the stream. Yes, I'm live on a Saturday. I didn't go live very much last week. I was busy last week too. I didn't think I'd be busy last week too. Still posting videos. As a matter of fact, I posted videos on the topic that we're discussing today. OnlyFans, right? So make sure y'all like the stream. I'm your host, Jaye Black. Salute to everybody that's here early. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members. The people that support me every month on Patreon. I won't just be discussing this. There's a lot of stuff going on today. And I may speak on all of it while I'm live today. So again, make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everybody that's here. Let's see who's here. Y'all putting those frosty emojis, those snowflake emojis in the chat, because it's definitely going to be a cold fall, winter. Now, I will say this, though. A lot of those women probably weren't doing X-rated stuff anyway, but they won't be able to do it now on that platform. They'd have to go elsewhere. And there's other platforms too, but, you know. Shout out to Ricky E245. Hold on, let me make sure I can get the, okay. Yeah. So what I found, as long as males keep simping for these OnlyFans models, they will keep doing their sexual content. They will find other websites to go to. Tiger has a website called MyStar, so they could be the... Yeah, I mean, the smart ones actually got websites. I noticed that there were women who were actually starting their own websites. Like, they weren't going to OnlyFans. They built their own... They got their own websites built, which was, now in hindsight, was the smartest thing to do, was to build your own website, because now you can do whatever you want on your website. But when it comes to OnlyFans, you can't really do what you want on there. Let's see who's here. But trust me, there are plenty of other alternatives. True, Law Original, what's going on, Derek, Dwayne, Latoya, Sigma, Rodan, Tony, Rondi, Merk, Mitzi, Israel, is it true? Ednice, Dwayne, Dion, Mr. Old School, Carly, Robert, Sydney, Mellowburr, Gerald, Solomon, Sheila, Phil, Kevin, Micah, Kennedy, NMR, Steven 803, Ricky, Mr. Madman, Golden Gate. Let's see. Naomi, Nicholas, the Big Sam, Frieza, Amaja, Shantia, what's going on? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in LA that support. Devon, Latrell, I'm a Z. Make sure y'all like the stream too. I'm live on a Saturday. No, there's another Dwayne. I think there's another Dwayne. Let's see. Is it another Dwayne? There's another Dwayne there. I think them emojis might have well, I see a couple people names twice, you know. Probably at times, anyway. Well, yes, I'm live on a Saturday. I was actually thinking about going live yesterday, but I said, you know what, I'll just go live tomorrow. Ramir, the line, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on out here. I'm gonna speak about it today. Christian, man, it's a crazy Saturday, isn't it? And I talked about, and again, I'm getting to the OnlyFans thing. I just think that this is what we've been saying. Like, you can't rely on a platform like that to be doing what you're doing. They are coming after any platform that is adult content hard. and they are sweeping clean their platforms. Now again, I'm very indifferent when it comes to OnlyFans. I have no beef, honestly, no beef at all with OnlyFans. The Bronx Side Jones, what's going on? It's good, Dion. Honestly, I really don't have any issues with OnlyFans because it's a platform that people can sign up to. They can do whatever they want to do. The reason why I spoke about it was because you have a lot of women who brag about how much money they make on the platform, and they really don't have a backup plan once these platforms say, you know what, we're not doing that adult content stuff. And you got people who work with OnlyFans financially like, listen, man, we can't continue to work with you if you have this stuff going on your platform. What's good, Daisy? And that's why I think that you start to see more women especially start their own websites because they knew this day would come. Now you got some women in denial saying, oh, OnlyFans is not going to stop us from doing this, that. Okay. Well, after October 1st, keep doing what you're doing and see if you still have your OnlyFans. Again, there are plenty of platforms that will welcome a lot of y'all. But once they've built themselves up, they'll kick you off too if you're not complying with their terms and service. You know what's crazy? When all these conservatives started to get banned last year, right? They say, oh, well, look at the terms and services. Look at the terms and services. You can't violate the terms and services, bro. And now you got platforms saying, you know what? If y'all don't comply with these terms and services, if y'all don't comply with us in this non-sexual content thing, you're going to be gone. And now you having women throwing a fit. They're upset. They're angry. I bet the simps are mad too, because now you can't see your favorite Instagram model engaging in certain behaviors. You can just follow her to the next website. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's here. What's good, Wanda? I want y'all to understand, man, terms and services, just like y'all were saying last year, terms and services. We can deplatform you and ban you, terms and services. Well, a lot of you heifers need to understand that if you violate those terms and services on OnlyFans by putting up sexual content, you're going to be gone. And this is going to happen to a lot of these platforms that y'all help build. Y'all help build these platforms up. You make them a lot of money. They're going to go corporate. And they're going to kick you to the curb. They're going to kick you to the curb. And you seeing these women bragging about how much money they're making on OnlyFans platform. Yeah, you're doing it by doing now again, this is not going to affect the women that hold on a second. Like the stream, people. Salute to everybody that's here. But like I had said in the video, the ban on adult hardcore content is only going to be felt when it comes to the people who are actually doing that.
I remember Freeway saying it's a cold winter, y'all %.
Right.
And better bundle up, rolling on the floor, rolling on the floor, laughing.
All right, Amaja, appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cold out here because some of these women can only make money. They can only make money by doing the hardcore stuff. Wanda, I thought you had a wrench. Hold on. Was a secondary page, but anyway, shout out to everybody that's here. I want y'all to understand something in regards to my stance on OnlyFans. I'm gonna say it again. I have no problem with people having OnlyFans pages. I'm indifferent to it. But again, you got the women who brag about how much money they make, right? And they try to shame other women who had 9-to-5 jobs, right? even though now in order to sort of replace the income they're going to lose. So you got to understand there were men and probably some women too that joined the platform that was only following one person, maybe following another person, and then they ended up following a whole bunch of other people. Now that their favorite follows cannot do that hardcore stuff, they're going to leave OnlyFans altogether. So you're going to end up seeing women lose followers based off of who those guys were following. And because of that, a lot of women are going to lose followers, man. And they're not really going to gain any new followers. Okay, cool, Wanda. Okay. I was just checking. I just wanted to make sure it was you, you know? Just wanted to make sure it was you. But in regards to, again, my stance on this, a lot of these women should have flipped those opportunities into their own websites or into doing another type of business, right? It's just like women who are scrippers. You know, you either going to be a lifelong scripper, or you just going to be doing it for a certain amount of years and you're able to flip that into something else. All right. So there's going to be a lot of collateral damage. A lot of these women are not going to grow on OnlyFans. They're going to have to leave because a lot of men only ended up following other women because they were following women who were actually doing the hardcore stuff that they can, you know, even though a lot of the stuff is free out here, they still wouldn't pay for it. They still wouldn't pay for it. And a lot of these guys, these suckers, they're upset because they can't see their favorite follower doing the hardcore stuff anymore, at least for another month, you know. But a lot of you guys got to understand that you'll never have a chance with those women ever. So why are you even trying to follow these women as if one day you're going to be able to sleep with these women? Now, I will say this, though. There are women who are selling themselves off of OnlyFans. You're probably going to see an increase in that.
They know most didn't have a problem with OnlyFans. The issue was always the delusion of the females that was shaking their tails on there while still feeling like they should be wifed and not judged. Oh, yeah, you still had to appreciate that, Zeke. You're definitely going to have that because, you know, a lot of these women are delusional. A lot of these women are delusional. They are heavily delusional. They are super delusional. And they think, and like her, what's her name? Sukihana, right? Sukihana was doing all types of things on OnlyFans. She ended up leaving OnlyFans. I think, didn't she start a website or she just stopped it altogether and she started doing something else? She probably would have went back if the finances was low. But you got to understand, a lot of those women joined OnlyFans last year due to the pandemic. So when you have the pandemic going on, it caused them, because they couldn't travel, they couldn't do this and that. That money dried up. They had to go somewhere. And a lot of them started doing things on OnlyFans that they weren't really doing before. All right. And now what you're going to see an increase is in women selling themselves on OnlyFans. They're going to start selling themselves on OnlyFans. Because you see the chicks that be like, I'm not meeting up any guys on here. I guarantee you, if you see a huge dip in their subscriptions, they're going to start to do extra things that they weren't doing before, because they're not going to go get no 9 to 5, even though they claim to be educated and they claim that they, you know, can go and do this career and that career, but they end up on OnlyFans. They're hustling backwards. A lot of these westernized women are hustling backwards. A lot of them got all these degrees. They're so educated, but then they end up selling themselves. They end up, you know, having to sell photos and videos of themselves on social media. And now they're going to be physically selling themselves, because if they see a huge dip in subscribers, which is going to happen, by the way, because there's going to be no reason for a percentage of those guys to be there if they can't watch the hardcore stuff on there. Let's see if they still have that stance of, I'm not meeting up anybody. That's going to change. Or they'll just go to a different platform, which again, it's their right. They can do whatever they want to do. But I just noticed a lot of these women, you got women literally quitting their jobs in order to join OnlyFans. I was sent articles about this woman. I believe she quit her job as like a teacher. I've seen women quit their jobs as race car drivers, as police officers, and as teachers in order to have a career in OnlyFans. Now, maybe those women aren't doing anything hardcore, so they're going to be fine, but they're still going to have a dip. There's going to be a lot of guys that feel like OnlyFans is obsolete, because let me tell you something right now. It's gonna go from, we're just getting rid of the hardcore stuff, and then they're gonna go to, well, we're gonna have to get rid of the some of this other stuff that they're doing, right? No twerking on the platform without anything on. They're gonna start to implement other rules, and it isn't gonna stop until they're able to secure investors and they're able to make more money off of the platform. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream, man. And what I'm telling you right now, all these women quitting their jobs to join OnlyFans, understand this, that platform a few months from now might be completely obsolete. They have over 100 million users. They're getting 20%, I believe, from, it might be more than 20%, from, I think it was 20% from all the users who put up content, and they're still financially, they feel like they haven't reached certain goals that they want. Yeah, like Tumblr. Tumblr is a ghost town now, because Tumblr had all that stuff on there, and Tumblr, they cleaned up Tumblr, and look what happened to Tumblr. Nobody talks about Tumblr. Nobody really uses it. That's going to happen on OnlyFans probably by the end of the year. And what's going to happen is, you've already seen platforms like Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and YouTube implement memberships where you can put up members only content right here on YouTube. You can put up members only content right here on YouTube. You don't have to go to, a Patreon when you can be here, or some of these other platforms. So other websites are going to see what made OnlyFans work, but in a more corporate PC way, and they're going to implement it. But again, I think OnlyFans need to understand what made them big. You're not big because of your promoting yourself, or because of how great OnlyFans was 2 or 3 years ago. OnlyFans was a no-name platform that did not have the user base that it has now. You made money off of thottery. You made money off of thirsty simp males. A lot of those simp males are just going to go right back to Instagram and watch all of, what they're going to be seeing on, what they were seeing on OnlyFans. This can go back to Instagram. Because I know, or what, maybe when these women start their own websites, or they go to other third-party platforms. I think OnlyFans pretty much I think they're underestimating who really made them who they are. Now, again, they do have blue check mark celebrities that are on the platform, but nobody wants to go see blue check mark celebrities and their PG-13 rated content on their platform. They don't care. They don't care about that sanitized corporate content of the blue check mark celebrities, unless they are taking everything off and all this. They're just not going to do that. I think OnlyFans is underestimating that, and they're going to see the numbers, and they're going to say, wow, I mean, we were winning with all this thottery, even though we wanted it off of our platform. But let me just say this about you westernized heifers. You need to put those degrees to use. How about that? Stop quitting your jobs to be on OnlyFans. They're gonna lose a lot of users. Okay, they're gonna lose a lot of users, and those users aren't gonna come back, and they're not gonna gain any new users. They're not. A lot of y'all need to start relying on OnlyFans unless there's an end goal, unless you made your money and you've moved on. A lot of those, you got a lot of women that were living off of OnlyFans. They're literally living off of OnlyFans. That's where their life is. They're living off OnlyFans, bragging about what they have. You got females, right? There was a video that went viral of this one heifer. She was a scripper. She was an adult actress. She was an escort, and she was on OnlyFans, right? And I believe her and her boyfriend did content together, if you know what I mean, on OnlyFans. She gifted him like $20,000. What is she gonna do? These couples, what about these couples, man, that, you know, make content together, right? They can't make that kind of content together anymore. What they gonna do? You know, all these broke males living off women, and they got to put themselves to use by grabbing the camera and directing flicks for the OnlyFans. What them motherfuckers gonna do? What they gonna do? I'm telling you, man. It's listen. It's gonna be a new era. This is gonna be the end of the OnlyFans stottery, anything goes era, and there's gonna be a change up. Again, I'm indifferent. People who are adults are allowed to do what they want to do, but you got to only understand that unless there's some end goal in it, don't quit your day job trying to be an OnlyFans model when by the end of the year that user base is going to be half of what it is now, and a lot of those guys are not going to be subscribing to other pages. They're not going to be sticking around. You're not going to be gaining any new followers. It's a platform that's going to slowly fade. But you got people quitting their jobs. I'm going to be an OnlyFans model. Yeah, let's see how that works. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm indifferent, as I said. I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade, but I am here to speak the truth, whether people want to hear it or not. Because I know there's some people that's not going to like what I have to say. There's some people that's going to think what I say is hilarious. Because I'm, you know, they're going to find what I'm saying hilarious, which is fine. But again, stop leaving your day jobs to hop on these platforms if you don't have a backup plan. Because it's not just going to stop there. They're going to implement more rules changes, and they're going to make things even more difficult for you to be out there making flicks for their platform. You got all these women working hard to build up this platform just for this to happen. They have those heifers went and got surgeries just so they can be OnlyFans fit, right? Just so OnlyFans to drop the hammer and say, you know what, we're going to pull back on some of this. And trust me, it ain't just going to be the hardcore scenes. They're going to come after some of this other stuff that I see these women doing. They're going to say, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. That's how it's going to work. And you got women gleefully quitting their jobs and getting on these platforms with no backup plan. It's just full steam ahead. They want to do what they see other women are doing. Now understand, those women are probably flipping what they're doing and
they will
not
go after
needing that
more
website.
Teen Boys semen to survive.
Shout out to Amazee. Yeah, man, salute to everybody that's here, man. I just, again, for everybody that's listening, I want y'all to understand that you can do better than OnlyFans. You don't have to do it. I'm indifferent to it. But this should be going from one ear and out the other. You should not be concerned about this platform, but a lot of them are. A lot of them, I noticed that A lot of them are saying that OnlyFans is not going to do anything. They're not going to ban anything. They may not enforce the rules like heavy at the beginning, but once they get like what they're going to have is they're going to have like, you know how Patreon has the what is it, like the trust and safety team or something like that. They have a whole team. They have a whole department where they just go through content just to see if it fits the rules, right? They're going to have the same thing at OnlyFans. They didn't have it. And they're going to be going to all your pages, and they're going to make sure that you're complying. Again, this may take a little bit, but they're going to have a team of people scouring your photos and your videos, and they're going to see whether you are fitting the policies. Because if you are not fitting what they want on their platform, you're going to be gone. You could have put up one video, 2 videos. They're not playing. They want to become corporate. All these companies want to go corporate. All of them want to be corporate. Be corporate. I want to talk about some other stuff. We may come back around to the OnlyFans stuff. There's just some stuff that's going on, man. I cannot ignore what is going on. We'll come back to the OnlyFans stuff later. But I want to talk about what happened with Sha'Carri today. She's trending. Sha'Carri is trending today. I want to know, where is Team Sha'Carri? Where is Team Sha'Carri? All these celebrities are quiet. Why are all y'all blue check mark celebrities quiet? Y'all were defending Sha'Carri. Y'all were hurt. Where's Drake? Where's the rest of you blue check mark celebrities that was like, let her race? Where is Patrick Mahomes? Where you at? Now, I will say this about Sha'Carri in her defense a little bit. I don't think she was prepared for this. I still think she hasn't gotten over not making the Olympics. I don't think she was in the best shape, to be honest with you. People say, well, that's an excuse, Jane. Well, actually, it isn't. She's going up against women who were just in Tokyo at the Olympics competing at a high level, who are in shape and ready to go. She wasn't ready, mentally or emotionally. When she put up that promo video of her getting ready for the Olympics, I knew that she wasn't ready and she was not going to win. It was only a matter of how badly she was going to lose. And I think they have a video of it. So let's check it out. We're going to check it out here. Now, that's her in the blonde hair, of course. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoo. And of course, the Jamaicans came in first. Let me just say this, too. I don't want this to be a Jamaica versus America thing, because truth be told, Jamaicans are great in track. But in other sports, not so much. But again, I'm not here to judge. So I would really appreciate it if all you Jamaican flag wavers, calm down. Okay, calm down. This is your time of the year, is the Olympics. But what about the other 3 or 4 years? Okay, can we calm it down with the black on black dislike? You know, jeez. According to TMZ, Sha'Carri Richardson returned to the racetrack wasn't quite as glorious as she'd hoped. She came in last place against some of the same women she beat a couple of months ago. The U.S. sprinter who was disqualified competing in this summer's Tokyo Olympics took her mark Saturday for the Prefontaine Classic, as I said, at the University of Oregon, where she was set to race in the women's 100-meter dash against 8 others, including 3 other Jamaican Olympians who took gold, silver, and bronze during the games in her absence. And the one thing that was really cringe is that she actually got on the mic and started talking crazy.
Those celebs that were riding disappeared as fast as the OnlyFans execs did the women shaking it for M open mouth smile, open mouth smile.
Right, Zeke? They sure did. Where's Patrick Mahomes? Where is LeBron James? Where's Drake? Where's all you blue check mark celebrities to defend Sha'Carri? Where y'all at? She's getting roasted all over Twitter right now and social media. The blonde-haired wonder is getting roasted all over the place. All over the place. Where are y'all at? Where's her fake fans at? All you people defending Sha'Carri, where y'all at? Why y'all hiding? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Where's her fans at? Where's all the fake Sha'Carri Richardson supporters at? Let's see. When the gun went off, everyone was hurtling down the track, but it quickly became clear that Sha'Carri was falling behind. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, she looked bad out there. I'm not even going to front. Sha'Carri looked bad out there. There's just no doubt about it. She looked bad. She was not into it. I think she was intimidated. I think she tried to hype herself up a couple days ago, but she was not going to beat those Jamaicans. It just wasn't going to happen. Those girls can run. Okay, those girls were ready for action. They didn't do no talking. They did their talking on the racetrack, which is exactly what you should do. It said not just the Jamaican runners, but everyone else too. She ended up coming in 9th place with the time of 11.14 seconds, which many people weren't expecting. By the way, Jamaican athletes ran the table again here for first, second, and third. Elaine Thompson finished on top with a new record of 10.54 seconds. No matter though, because Sha'Carri got ahead of the criticism. So this is her getting ahead of the criticism. I don't want any issues with NBC, so I'm not going to play their video, but y'all go and check it out. And she just was going in talking about, said, this is one race. I'm not done. Count me out if you want to. Talk all that shit if you want to. Listen, Sha'Carri. All you have to do, stop worrying about Twitter, stop worrying about social media, and just go work on yourself, getting yourself mentally in the right place, and just focus, man. Doing things for social media is not going to work. And this didn't help either. Man. I think a lot of people turned on her. And if that's the thing, I don't even think Sha'Carri Richardson is a bad person. She was the only female in the public eye that has ever took accountability. I would say that's took an accountability for her actions in years. Okay? So I have no problem with her. But I think that because she was so relatable, that's why she got so much support. Because she reminded a lot of you melanated peoples of yourselves, especially a lot of you melanated women. She reminded you of yourself. Okay? And y'all hopped on the bandwagon. You males hopped on the bandwagon. And as soon as she lost this badly, y'all hopped right off that bandwagon and you went up and threw your Jamaican flags in the air. Even though some of you ain't from Jamaica, Nicki Minaj. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. In a post-race interview with NBC, she made it quite clear in spirited terms that she wasn't done and that she couldn't care less what the haters have to say. She also said this is one race and that it doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things for her future competing. I don't know how much, was there a purse? Like, how much money was made in this race? Because if she wasn't making any money in this race, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Of course, cruel as ever, the internet was still quick to make jokes about her placement, which is very interesting. Sha'Carri almost became a hero when she was banned for smoking pot, but now it seems people are all too happy to see her so-called downfall. This is sad, man. Y'all was riding for this sister. Y'all was riding for her. Where y'all at? Why did you abandon this black woman? Why did y'all abandon this black woman? She needs to go back to the drawing board, get her mind right, get off social media, and just work on herself, getting herself prepared mentally and emotionally. It was clear that all those women were motivated to beat her. And it's clear that they were more, because see, she skipped the Olympics. I don't know if all those women were in the Olympics. I know the Jamaicans were. So they were already like ready to go. Physically, they were already ready to go. The Olympics help you emotionally and mentally when it comes to these competitions. But what I want to know is, why did y'all stop supporting this black woman that y'all were defending just a month ago? Just a month ago. Where did y'all go? Why y'all leave? Look at this. Sha'Carri news spikes after losing her sponsorship. Sha'Carri pulling out of the 200. Pulled out of the 200. Let's see. Sha'Carri has withdrawn from the women's 200 meters race. If you don't understand someone having this energy after loss, don't even come around me, a real life triple deity. Let's take a look at this. I said I wasn't going to play it, but this is on Twitter.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
Nike when Sha'Carri asked if she's still sponsored. Sha'Carri before the race versus her during the race against the Jamaicans. Sha'Carri, let's see. Girl, Sha'Carri, you done a talking now. Everybody Jamaican now. Everybody Jamaican now. Everybody Jamaican now. Sha'Carri, when they asked her to do the 200 after she just lost. Sha'Carri, when it was time to go out for the 200 meter final. Y'all subbing Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri, y'all don't know I was enjoying first from back there. Timeline Clan's been seeing too many tweets about Sha'Carri and not enough about Elaine. Fastest woman alive. Hold up.
You surprised that Sha'Carri was so far back?
I wasn't watching Sha'Carri, to be honest.
She didn't have eyes on the back of her head.
Oh, obviously not.
Jamaica 1, 2, 3. Should we have expected anything differently?
No, you shouldn't have.
You surprised that
You see how the media is trying to push these women to like go at her? She was focused on winning. And of course you got the white male got these beta white males. But you got this white male media. Why am I saying white male media? It's mostly white men talking to her. That's why I'm thinking white males. You got these media people trying to goat her into dissing Sha'Carri. But she was focused on the race. Like, y'all the ones trying to hype up Sha'Carri and trying to make her into this media figure. She not giving a shit about what Sha'Carri Richardson is doing. Y'all are. She don't care. Why would she care about somebody that's, first of all, that she's racing against? Why would she care? But here you got the media trying to hype up this. It's you against her. She was talking all that shit. What do you think? She was back there. She was losing bad, wasn't she? And those same people was kissing Sha'Carri's ass. The same media people was kissing Sha'Carri's ass. Like, she don't care. They just care about winning. Here we got two. It says, y'all have a bad habit of always wanting to humble people, black women especially. Here's a person says, I'm sorry, but didn't Sha'Carri lose to other black women? Help me understand. Well, look, yes, she did. She did. And that's why I said that her doing that hype video a few days ago was a bad look. It was a bad look, man. It really was. And they're trying to hype it into some, they going back and forth with the Jamaicans. Man, they don't give a shit about that. They care about winning, man. Let's get back to winning and losing. Those other girls wanted to win. They didn't care about no back and forth. They're probably cool with her. And y'all trying to make it into some beef. Y'all trying to make it into a us versus them. Don't let the white lamestream media turn black people against each other. Black Jamaicans and black Americans, we got to stand together. All this black back and forth with black people, especially you black women, don't fall for it. Like the young lady, she didn't fall for it. Same people that was kissing up the Sha'Carri talking about, oh my God, the Olympics. Joe Biden needs to do something. Joe Biden needs to do something. He needs to tell the Olympic Committee they need to allow Sha'Carri Richardson to run. Joe Biden has more going on. He can't be focused on that. That's what that was then, and this is what this is now. You see how much shit changes after a while? Do you see? Unbelievable crazy things going on out here, man. They trying to stir up beef between these black women, and y'all falling for, some of y'all falling for it. Listen. She did lose. She was not ready. Okay, she lost. It happens. She wasn't focused. She was not as good as she thought she was. That's why you need to stay off the celebrity circuit, the banquet circuit, and focus on your craft. That's the best way to be successful. Focus on your craft, man. But it's unbelievable. We got a lot of crazy things going on out here. I want to talk about that. That's another big thing that's going on out here. And let's see. I'm going to take a few phone calls. Let's talk about this OnlyFans thing. A few people want to call in. Yeah, they wanted to call Joe Biden and say, Joe Biden, you have to do something. This black woman is getting discriminated against. I think it's racism that they didn't allow her to go to Tokyo for the Olympics. Y'all remember that? How quickly we forget that. How quickly we forget that. Joe Biden, what the fuck is Joe Biden going to do? They probably would have laughed at Joe Biden if he would have called him. He ain't got no say-so over the Olympic Committee. They're in Tokyo. They're not in America as far as the Olympics is concerned. Or this year. You know, they were in another, it was in Tokyo. They care less about what Joe Biden has to say. Anybody want to talk about this OnlyFans thing? Do y'all think that it's a new era? I do. Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's up?
Hey, Jay, what's going on? It's me, Devon, repping Cali, as you already know.
Okay, shout out to Cali. What's going on with you, Devon?
Man, I just really wanted to weigh in on this topic as far as the OnlyFans situation.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's a real hot topic, obviously. And one of the things I wanted to say on this is, you know what? Me personally, I'm kind of happy that they decided to make this move because, you know, it's gonna get women, all of those women that were on there selling themselves, like actually making sex tapes and all this other stuff like that on OnlyFans. It's gonna push them to think about, well, you know what? What else can I bring to the table? Right. Maybe this big ass and big titties, maybe and me acting like a stripper, maybe that's not going to help me. Maybe that's not going to really be the thing that gets me taken care of for the rest of my life.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but that's what I was thinking.
Well, it also makes them not be so quick to fall into that type of career, so to speak. They think twice. Okay, this is really what I want to do.
Exactly. Mhm. And as far as like I mean, because I'm trying as far as the guys that's in my group, I'm trying to get them to think of more or less about the same thing. Hey, you can't always lead with your wallet because you might lose everything doing that because then you're going to attract young ladies who think all they have to do is be thick and show up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's like now more than ever we got to take ourselves a little more seriously, or else we can lose credibility within the men's rights movement, like some people that I'm pretty sure we both know. So because guys are getting exposed for not really being about what they say within this movement, and I'm gonna tell you something. It sure ain't gonna be me, and I know it sure ain't gonna be you, Jay. So. Keep up the good work. Keep holding things down out there in South Carolina, and I'm going to hold things down out here in Cali.
All right. Yeah, do that, bro. Shout out to you, man.
All right, man. Shout out to you. I hope the rest of the show goes great.
Oh, appreciate it, man. All right. Shout out to Devon out there in Cali. Listen, man. I'm not here to shame women for having OnlyFans because there's men that have OnlyFans, But it's these women that's they're bragging about their OnlyFans lifestyle while they're doing hardcore scenes with their broke boyfriends, their in-home boyfriends, the house husbands with no ring. They're photographers, they're videographers, Yeah, that something may have to change, You just snapping photos of yourself ain't gonna be enough. OnlyFans is gonna lose a lot of customers, man, because a lot of guys are there for that. They're not there for the whole, because Instagram is damn near women with nude photos. I mean, basically nothing but nude photos, and Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy, Samurai Will, man.
Nothing much, man. What's going on, Samurai?
Man, chilling, bro. It's a great topic, man. With the whole OnlyFans situation, I agree with you, man. Like, the only thing, when it started popping off, the only thing that that I already knew that, if women got if you give women an option, most women, if you flash that money, they're going to turn to prostitutes or something that I've been to. I've been to that if you if the money look right, most of these women are prostitutes. So, I mean, that ain't nothing new, and shit, they're just going to find a new way to hold. Me personally, I just think we should all be grateful now you get to really see, that dark side, what they call it, the sexual underworld.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see that different side, so you know who's who now. So no more manipulating. You know who's who, so treat them accordingly. But that's just what it is, man. It's been like that for a long time, man. When things get really tough, bro, most women don't have integrity, so they're gonna turn to prostitutes. We've been through this. It's just out now.
Well, there were those there were those that were into escorting and stuff like that. Then they went to OnlyFans just so they can do what they were doing, but most on a virtual level. They may have to go back to that. Some of them, because they ain't going to be making the same amount of money. They're going to lose a lot of people. If you're not doing what people are there to see you do, you're going to lose them,
Yeah, my only issue, and I speak for all men when I say this, my only issue is, don't be out there doing crazy stuff like that, and then you're getting into these relationships and you're trying to lie to men and hide things from men, because a lot of men don't want to deal with your baggage, and we don't want to deal with your double life. Come on, man, like guys out here trying to live a clean cut life. We don't want to see, you get into a relationship and then you start discovering things like, damn, like what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't want to go through that. So I'm just glad that, we just got to move accordingly, and most of these hoes are probably. Don't be surprised. They all selling ass. It is what it is. So,
Yeah.
But that's my take on it, man. Great show, man. Keep it up, bro.
All right, thank you, man. Thanks for the call in. All right.
No problem.
All right, shout out to Samurai Will. Yeah, man, and I'm telling you, man, there were women that were on the street. They were in the streets, right? They were doing certain things, and they started doing it virtually. Like women who were scrippers, they went to OnlyFans. You know, are they still gonna have the same customer base of simps? May not be like that. You know, maybe they'll go to other platforms. They'll follow them over there, but you know, I mean, it just depends, man. I think any platform that grows big off of those women is gonna change. It's not gonna stay the same. They have, you know, OnlyFans has over almost 200 million users. 200. That's like Netflix level. Yo, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi. I wanted to say something about the topic.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to say if anybody thinks that this is gonna spontaneously change people's ways and make them renounce their hot girl summers and turn into winter wives, that's not going to happen. That's not gonna happen.
Okay. So
Telling-
so do you think that it's not going to happen because a lot of these women don't care, or do you think they don't have anything to lose?
It's not going to happen because there's always been venues. Selling booty is not anything new. You want to do it. It's not OnlyFans. There was Backpage and Craigslist. I mean, we didn't have OnlyFans then. You can't stop people from doing what they want to do. They're just going to find a different way to do it.
Listen, I'm not trying to stop them doing anything. I'm just speaking on what society is deeming not suitable, right? They think that when they think of people not liking, let's say people don't like a Lizzo twerking, you know, publicly the way that she does, right? People say, well, you're just a conservative. You don't like this woman because she's overweight and she's being sexual. But you gotta understand, corporations don't like that. You know, it goes beyond politically. It's what they find suitable. And also, OnlyFans don't want to be liable for any type of underage activity on their platform. And they feel like, and they're getting pressure from these. They say, man, you might get stuff might happen on your platform. You better do something, and that's what they feel like. They are being reactive, right?
Oh yeah, I understand that from them, you know, saving their reputation. But I mean, you're gonna have to do a whole lot because you let this foolishness go on for so long. I mean, that's like turning Pornhub into a cooking channel.
I mean, it's not gonna happen. That's why they're gonna lose a lot of people, and they're not gonna gain any new people. That's basically.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just saying, like, it's like Lizzo. I mean, for whatever reason, she keeps getting. I don't know if she has endorsements, but she's still famous. I mean, even though she keeps traumatizing us.
Yeah, because she fits the narrative. She's a big black woman that does goofy things, and that's what they want black women to be. So that's gonna fit the narrative, you know, publicly, because that's how these liberals want black women to be. They want them to be the goofy big girl who just does crazy things.
Well, that's true, unfortunately. But I mean, with the OnlyFans thing, if you resorted to booty bandit activities, there's no, I'm gonna wake up and realize I've got to do things another way. No, there's always the happy ending massage parlors. There's always some way you can get that quick fast money.
That's true. Yeah. But you know, this is what happens when you go mainstream. Like Pornhub kind of went mainstream. Like you have celebrities wearing Pornhub shirts, and as soon as that happened, that's when they started to have all those issues. So whenever one of these platforms grow in popularity, they're gonna be under a microscope. And that's what happened with OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, good luck to them. They're not gonna fool me, but good luck to them.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the call, Beth. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Beth with the call in. Listen, the same thing definitely did happen with Pornhub. Pornhub started to become more mainstream. And they said, we have to go and see what's going on over there on Pornhub. Why are they so popular? We got all these sites. Why is everybody promoting them? And then they put you under that microscope and you see what happens. Yo, what's going on?
Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make this really quick. I was just calling to say that I love your content so much. Every time I go live, I never get a chance to call in. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's all. You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Oh, you too. All right. Appreciate you joining the show. All right. Shout out to her for calling in, man. Told you I have female fans. Y'all just don't know. Yo, what's going on?
Hi, Jay. It's Latoya. I just wanted to call and speak on the topic today.
Yeah, okay.
Talking about this.
Yeah, okay. What you want to speak on this topic about? What's on your mind?
Well, it's just the fact that, there's things already out there about this OnlyFans, like people the ones that have already gotten some of the money from it and then have already transitioned out. It's a thing that it's just been completely a dark side to this, and it's just hard to transition out. Like the mysteriousness of a woman, the stuff that allures a man to a woman, it's not going to be there no more because of OnlyFans. And I blame social media because it's just, women nowadays, it's all vain. They want attention. That's like all it is the attention, and it's just like, coming back in there, it's going to be hard because the respect factor, like, it does something to a man when they know that they girl been out there doing and like you said, most of these celebrities trying to get to these women, trying to get to celebrities or NFL players or whoever the case may be, they smash the same people. So it's just like that turnaround, trying to convert, like how military or the civilian life, like, it's just like, how do you transition back to that, like, without being somewhat scarred by that?
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm glad it's happening because, like you said, let's see if they really got what they said they've been, like, with all these degrees. And, it is hard. When you pay all that money for that and you can't find what you need out of that degree, but,
Yeah.
Now it's trying to make it count.
Yeah, the most educated group put that education to use. The largest group of entrepreneurs. I need to get into those fields and get off of, line selling yourself virtually. Why don't you just go out there and chase those opportunities that are out there for you? Feminists didn't do all the stuff they did years and years ago just so y'all can regress.
Oh, absolutely. It's taken a bad turn, and it's just like, unfortunately, it's just making a lot of women, especially women under 30, look really.
Oh yeah, these millennial, these millennial and Gen Z women are in bad shape, especially millennial women. Oh my God, they're in bad shape.
But it's another thing you said, another thing you mentioned when they said that OnlyFans is trying to go corporate now. Like you said, it's the other platforms that had gone completely mainstream before this, like, took a turn for the worse. But it's the ones that want to clean it up. These are the main ones. These guys in these corporate positions, CEOs, all these other people, the main ones on OnlyFans, giving these ladies money.
Yeah.
So it's just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, and then they are delusional. They think that OnlyFans is not going to enforce it. That's what I'm seeing. Some defiant attitudes. We'll see in a month or so what goes on. Y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, but thank you, Jay. That's all I had to say.
All right. Well, thanks for the call in. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. All right. Shout out there. Yo, what's going on? Okay. Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? It's World Wide West TV.
I'm doing good. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I just believe that these women, just need to get off their behinds and just start a website and get it.
Yeah.
Money will go funneled straight to them. And just use your Instagram or what OnlyFans is doing. I think I read that you're allowed to put up a photo.
Yeah, you can do
like,
new photos.
A picture. Yeah, you can use that as your marketing tool to direct people to your website.
Right.
But these women are so used to having their hand out, things given to them, and this is how they react.
Yeah.
And ever since I started doing videos on that, they've been suppressing my numbers, man. It's like there's so much of the truth, and they're trying to like quiet people. Even with the whole Lizzo thing, I said Offset defending Lizzo. I'm saying to myself, like, Offset, if you were Lizzo size, Lizzo wouldn't even let you hit. You wouldn't even be in a relationship with Cardi B.
Nope. You don't see a lot of defending them. Yeah, you don't see a lot of fat male rappers out here getting on and getting played from a lot of. You don't really see that. A lot of these guys know they have to look a certain way. They have to have a certain look. They got to be in shape.
Right. Absolutely. But thanks, Jay. I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to get it off my chest, man.
All right, Worldwide. Thanks for the call in, all right?
All
right, man.
Yep.
Oh, shout out to him for the call in. Oh, yeah, you don't see a lot of fat male rappers. You don't. There's a reason. These guys know we got to get in shape. Even Rick Ross was like, man, I'm not going to sit here and just be the big fat rapper. I'm going to try to get myself in better shape. Fat Joe, like these guys know, man. Yeah, Offset defender because, man, Offset knows his audience. If you know that your audience is full of women, you're going to say things in order to basically say, hey, female audience, look, I'm defending Lizzo. Would I ever date Lizzo? Nah. Maybe if I was a broke rapper, a struggle rapper, maybe I'd date Lizzo. She helped me get on. But once I get on, I'm getting with a Cardi B, who's, by the way, talking about how she wants to have more surgeries. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, man, what's up, man? It's what it's Flacco, man. I first want to say, man, thank you, man. Like, you inspired me to start a channel, man.
Cool.
I started it, I'll say, 5 months ago, man.
Okay.
4,000 subs, man.
Oh, that's good, man.
Man, right.
Yeah, you
get my take,
you doing a good job, man. That's in that amount of time, 4,000. You doing better than a lot of these other guys.
Man, listen, man. You and academics, bro. Y'all two are the godfathers, right? To this whole hard on stock movement, right? For me, right? Because I consider you a true red pill guy. I don't consider other posers, right? As real red pill, to me, you are probably you and academics are probably the two only red pill guys that I can see on YouTube, right? But let me give my take, right, on this OnlyFans thing, man. Bro, I woke up, man, to that news. I haven't been happier in my life, man. I said, finally, man, we about to send these bras to the gulag, man. They finna go back to the trenches.
They going back somewhere.
Bro, fan, bro, they got too bougie for the $40 special. You feel me? They thought they was better than us now. Now they're coming back to fill out applications, man. But, do you think, though, right, that they will be broke for long? Or do you think there will be another OnlyFans popping up shortly after October 1st?
Well, yeah, there's other ones. There are other platforms that have been out there that they've used. They left to actually go to OnlyFans. They'll probably just go back to them. But I don't know if they will be one as big as OnlyFans. OnlyFans has almost 200 million users. I don't know if any platform is going to grow that big like they have in the short amount of time they have. So I think there are going to be other alternatives, but it's going to be based on whether men will actually go to those platforms. Those same guys are going to go to those other platforms. So just have to see. I would feel weird going from OnlyFans to chase this woman on this platform. Like, I'd feel weird doing that. But some of these guys, you never know.
Right, man. Like, hey, so like, I had a question, right? So, I asked this on like my live stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do OnlyFans and these sites need like to do a better job at like, at like protecting men? Most importantly, simps from being exploited? Because I seen like a little like story, right?
Mm-hmm.
How this simp paid $10,000 in tips just to meet up with an OnlyFans girl for a hug.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
At some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like these dudes are, again, to me, mentally unstable, probably fragile, and like these OnlyFans girls are like predators, bro. They're like just cashing in and like playing out the week. So, do you think like these sites got to do a better job at like making sure these dudes are not exploited?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. A lot of these guys do it willingly. I think they need to have certain rules saying you can't donate, but only a certain amount of money, and it needs to be for a reason. Because like these platforms actually want these guys to spend money. Like Twitch banned the word simp to stop men from being shamed for not donating money to women. That's what Twitch did.
Wow.
They don't want these men to be shamed. They want these men to pay this money. They want the men to to be paying as much as they can. So they don't care about men. They just pretend to care about, child exploitation.
Man, right? Well, my thing is, right, is if we are on YouTube, right, on a consistent basis, spreading but this red pill gospel.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do we say, damn, like, if any sense like waking up, like, when we delivering anything, do you think like you are making an impact on sense, like turning, saying, yo, bro, like you don't need to do this. You can,
I'm seeing the tides turn. I am. That's why you're seeing women getting so triggered, because they're starting to see it as well. There are men like who are slowly who are starting to realize what's going on, but you still got those that aren't really going to care or who are still asleep. But slowly but surely, there are men who are understanding what's going on, and women notice it. That's why they're fighting back against what's being said. They're trying to make the red pill seem like it's a bad thing, but it isn't.
Right, man. Like, what's your take on what is two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one, how do you define a simp? And then two, like, what's your take on the pink pill, like Cynthia G, et cetera, et cetera?
I put up a tweet and I said, the pink pill is down extremely bad. Pray for her because of her situation. I think a lot of those people who are pink pill, quote unquote, are mentally ill, and they have a lot of hatred for maybe things that have been done to them. That's why I say they need counseling and therapy. And what's the other thing you asked me?
To find a simp.
To find a simp. I think it just depends on. I think a lot of times you have guys who will be sort of like the Captain Save-A-Ho type simp. They will jump in and defend a woman in a situation where that woman doesn't even need to be defended. And then you got guys that get used by women. And they know it's wrong, but they go along with it because she's a woman or because she's attractive. And they will give her things. They will do things for her when they really shouldn't. So you might have different definitions. You have a lot of guys who I see or Twitter and social media simps, like they will hop to a woman's defense. They will attack other men online, make videos about other men because of what they said about women. So you got those too. You have those virtual simps, those guys, those Captain Save-A-Ho. They got a cape on. They willing to fly in there and defend a woman by making a stupid ass video or a live stream. So you have those type of things as well.
Man, right? Yeah, man, like, and then also, right, like, for example, right, so, I think, right, like, things like simping is a direct correlation from this, like, again, man, like, we've been hoodwinked into chivalry, right? Like, for example, right, when they went and had to do this thing called chivalry, right, they told us that, that just because she got a vagina, you should pay for everything. You shouldn't touch her. If she fucks you up, you should just, just bend over, right? So, and do you think, right, again, Those females are exploiting these things. However, but the rules of chivalry was created by men, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there was
Yeah,
in
so
times where
who's to
women
blame?
needed, when men needed men to be there for them. Nowadays, women really don't need men to be for them like that, be there for them like that, unless it's like situation that calls for that. But you got women that will utilize chivalry against men and say they need protection. But I'm seeing videos of you hopping in men's faces, threatening to fight them. So,
Man. Wait, man. Now, I think that you gave a take on Lizzo, man. Do you think Lizzo was genuinely, like, upset? Or do you think she saw, damn, like, this song that I dropped is, like, number 11, like, it's flopping. I got to do something quickly, but to get some attention.
Oh, man, I think it's a combination of that. I think it's a combination of her being sensitive. I think it's a combination of promotion and the type of people that's around her. She's a useful tool. Like, she's very political, and she goes wherever the wind blows. Wherever they tell her, hey, we need you to speak on this or speak on that, she does it. She does whatever she's told. So I think it's a combination of those things.
Yeah, right. And, like, why do you think, like, for example, right, look. So if a black man, right, was acting as thirsty, as just obsessed over white women, like Lizzo does online, that black man would be called all types of fuckboys, a coon, like this and that. But Lizzo can publicly come on Instagram and worship these white men, and nothing gets done. Like, why do you think black women don't give a fuck?
Well, that's because they worship white men too. They're not gonna say it, but they do. That's what's going on. They're out here worshiping, and she's basically saying what they want to say, but they don't want to say it out loud. But yo, Flocko, I gotta go, man. I want to get to these other calls real quick, but I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, bro, listen, man. Check out my channel, man. I'm Poetic Flocko, all right?
Poetic Flocko. All right, I'll check you out, man.
I would definitely peace out, man. Thank you, man. Peace.
Peace, man. Peace. Shout out to him. Shout out to Poetic Flocko. Let's see. Let me get one more call in here. Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jitterbug? How you doing, man? I'm a big fan. Been
cool.
Watching all your videos and everything.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
It's crazy, man. Of course, man. It's crazy, man, just watching the downfall and the whole thing with the OnlyFans, because I'm on my Instagram, man. You seeing everybody being so political about it, saying how they're taking the rights away from all these OnlyFans taking the rights from sex workers, and I don't know if you've seen what OnlyFans posted on their Twitter.
No,
they're trying to find a solution.
They're trying to find a solution.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can look it up, but on their Twitter, they're saying that, like, they said something about, we're trying to find an alternative for you guys, so they're only for the sex workers, and then they had some crazy hashtag that sex workers work. I don't know if you can look that up.
They're pandering because they don't want heat from these women's groups and these feminists, and that's all that is, man. They just don't want. They don't want heat, so they're saying they're trying to mediate, but they're the ones who put this statement out about making those changes. So why would you I'm gonna say backtrack, but what solution can you come up with other than you don't make the changes and you allow your platform to be basically be destroyed financially by your partners?
Yeah, and see, this is the thing that I was having a conversation with like some women, and of course they were siding with they're like, oh, this is gonna just be tumble all over again. OnlyFans is doing something crazy, and I was trying to tell them that, listen, this is the private website. It's like I was watching the video, and a guy made an excellent point. He was saying, on one hand, you can't complain. You don't complain when you have YouTube, Google, all these other stuff that stop people who believe in a certain, if they believe in a certain president or believe in a certain theory or something like that they can't. You're cool with that.
Yeah, they cool.
But
with
when it comes to Yeah, when it comes to OnlyFans now, now they don't care about women. Now they don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, it doesn't make sense. That, again, I'm not seeing all these people, all my Instagram, all this stuff that's just complaining, and I'm like, and then you got some people like, you got the people that do like, the Instagram models that are just complaining like, oh, da 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 da, this is insane. I'm like, well, what did Kevin Samuels tell you? What did he say? When all these friends stopped, how Subway will hire him, but it's just crazy, man. It's just seeing how quick people melt down, and now everybody's being political because now it's not favoring them. That's the part that's killing me right now.
They're cool with people enforcing the terms of service when they're booting people that they don't like off platforms, but when it comes to them having to abide by rules, they don't want it to apply to them.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. That's why this is crazy, man. But I just wanted to call in real quick, man. I just wanted to appreciate you everything that you're doing. Cool, also, man. I sent you an email about. I sent you an email. I don't know if you've seen this yet about Boa and his his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Hold on. I may have. Let's see. When did you send it?
I sent it this earlier today. They broke up apparently, I guess.
Let me see.
Boa
Oh
and his girl.
yeah. I looked into that story. Okay. And apparently they haven't broken up. I think they unfollowed each other. They might still be together. But I'm gonna keep my eye on it because I don't want to just be hasty and make a video. I want to really wait until I get more detail. Yeah, so I can be right about it, because I was right about some of these other breakups, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. But, man, once again, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man. Keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the call, man. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, that bull situation, I'm watching that closely. I don't know if they're together or not yet, but if I do have the info, I would definitely post about it. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. Salute to everybody that's here. How is OnlyFans gonna look for it? So OnlyFans, you have terms of service that you just updated, and you're gonna start enforcing them. Why are you pandering to the women on social media? You've made your choice. You have to think about your company and think about your business. Because if those banks are putting pressure on you, then you need to say that. Instead of you out here talking about, let's find a solution. What solution? Tell them to go kick rocks. Tell them to kick rocks if they don't want to abide by your rules. Period. Ain't no pandering. Pandering for what? That's the problem now. These companies keep bowing down to these people. Why are you bowing down to these people? If you feel like that's the right move, because listen, they did this out of necessity. They feel like their business is going to be destroyed. If they don't, financially, they're going to take a huge hit. They feel like they made a decision that was best for them. But these women don't want to abide by anything. It reminds me of this video I saw where this woman was tearing up this store because apparently I think they told her that she couldn't buy cigarettes or something like that, or a cigar or something like that. And this chick tore up the whole store, right? These women think that the rules don't apply to them, that they are above it. Unless the rules have to apply to people that they don't like. How are you going to throw a childish fit as an adult because the person who's working there tells you that you can't buy something? Why are you throwing a fit? Tearing up the store, damaging the store, and you're on camera, but she don't care. And these are the women that wants protection? They need to be protected. They want to be, I think they need protection from themselves, but that's what therapy is for. A lot of them have deep-seated issues they need to address, but they don't. They procreate, okay? They try to live life with all these demons, all these issues, instead of getting help, and then all that bubbles up to the surface and it manifests itself. That's why they can't form strong relationships. But there's other alternatives to it, to OnlyFans. So, yeah, man. Salute to everybody that's here. Shout out to y'all. There's always an alternative in regards to video sharing, especially on the adult side of the game.
Facts. And we have the lame stream and TVIS gynocentric society to thank for the hypocrisy we're witnessing.
Thanks, Zeke. Yeah, they make it worse. They make it worse. Because they don't hold these women accountable. They blame everybody else. It's always about the men. But I don't see men doing some of the destructive things that I'm seeing these women do, because these women are not held accountable. Imagine going through life and nobody holding you accountable. You think those type of people are going to actually be productive all the time? No, they're going to go crazy. Salute to everybody that's here. I think that's it for me. I appreciate y'all being here on this Saturday. Spending your Saturday here with me. Y'all have been a very cool audience. I appreciate that. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, follow me on Patreon. I'm putting exclusive content up. You can also send me content through Instagram. You can tag me on Twitter and email. You can send me an email too. If you are like a person who's in my chat room a lot, you can put your chat name, and if I use your story, I may shout you out. Because sometimes you send me emails and you use a different name, I may not know who you are. Shout out to Ernest. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Y'all been a great cast. I'll see y'all again on the next one. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. And be responsible out there.